You know what's dumb? I can't even say this without feeling nervous that it's not going to be good enough. That my perception of my demons and myself is not going to be what the people want, that I'll be judged, or it'll be completely inaccurate. There's no way you feel like that, some people will say. My whole life has been one big mess of low self-esteem, no self-confidence, and what I've recently discovered is no self-love. People who empathize with you will tell you not to be so hard on yourself, and those who don't ask, can't you just get over it? Well, sure. If only I could let you see what runs through my mind. If only I could for a second give you a glimpse to feeling what I feel when my mind repeatedly makes the future seem unbearable, tomorrow to be terrible, and today to be something to just get through. If only I could fix these chemicals in my brain to just be normal. I don't even know how to function in a normal mind. How do normal people even get through their days without staring at themselves in the mirror repeating, "You're worthy," 10 times throughout the day just to get their self-care homework out of the way? Why doesn't everyone have to do all these little extra things just to make sure they stay on top of their mindset, as to prevent from going into a spiral of negativity? Every counseling session I have includes me making fun of these little tools in my toolbox that I use. I'm no longer ashamed to do those things I must do to be happier. Each day I attempt to give myself self-confidence is one less day I spend not enjoying this precious gift of life. Although I don't always feel like it's a gift. Not everyone can say they built a self-esteem for nothing. I've been doing this long enough to know how to push through those days where this voice in my head keeps telling me over and over again of my unworthiness. Those days can turn into weeks, and those weeks into months, if I just sit there idly thinking I can get through this with just positive thinking. Positive thinking can't cure depression. Believe me, I've tried. But this is part of who I am. I have to remind myself of that often when I go through a period of doing really well. That voice is sometimes gone so long that when it returns, it's like a stranger. Now, I'm a welcoming person, but not to this unwanted foe. I'm reminded again that I must be my own best friend in order to welcome myself into my own head again. Not to mention, being a born-again Christian offers another layer of perception that Christians can't be depressed, or shouldn't be, because some view it as a sin. You obviously don't trust God if you're depressed, my head tells me. I have to remind myself again and again that this isn't my fault. I don't know who I'd be without this in my life. In other words, I don't know how I would live without it. I sometimes wish this card wasn't dealt to me, but what kind of person would I be? Would I still be grateful for the friends that stand by my side when I'm in a slump? Would I still be grateful that I have a God that always ensures I have a purpose in this life, no matter what my head is telling me? Would I be able to identify with the people I work with in my career who share the same struggles as me? Would I be able to feel pride in knowing that I have made it this far, despite the many, many times I wish I could just quit? I refuse to let this darkness encompass my life. Each line that I said in this was second-guessed by the part of me that wants me to go back down. The part of me that doesn't want me to think that my story matters or believe that I am way stronger than I give myself credit for. But at this very moment, I'm choosing not to listen to that voice. I'm here to declare that I matter, and that my continuation of living will impact this world, regardless of what I